Okay, go back to your game. What game would you make? Or remake or whatever.
I would make... I don't know. It's a very hard question. I don't have like a game in mind, but a fun game.
You have like
Probably
a genre?
probably an RPG.
Hmm.
Like not just, run around and kill stuff and level up RPG, but more of a story-based RPG.
Story-based RPG.
Yeah. Like the whole open world and all that stuff is it's nice, but it doesn't have much of a story to it.
Which is kind of just progress and grind.
Yeah, I mean, adventure maps in Minecraft basically. Oh my god, it really looks like a giant um symbol of a boy's upcoming of age. Yeah.
Back to your game.
Go.
Back to your game.
And so yeah, a story-based RPG.
Story-based RPG.
So what are your thoughts on this?
It's funny how you're talking about the whole skills-based RPG not being what you want. Yeah, that looks really weird. That did not look how I wanted it to. Let me
I
add
told you it's a freaking giant symbol.
I want what everybody's been wanting, what a lot of people have been wanting for a very long time that Nintendo's never been able to deliver on. I want the freaking Pokemon MMORPG. I want the 3D open world multiplayer Pokemon. I want the TV show in the game.
You want the TV show in the game.
I want a game that works like the TV show. I want an open world, real time. Well, not real. The battle system would be like Final Fantasy 12, I guess, where you run out creatures in the wild. Basically, they're not just like, it's not just random battles. You actually see them. You have to approach them and choose to attack them, or they can choose to attack you depending on their moods and other statistics and stuff. You can still flee, but there are like penalties for fleeing, in course.
So
And of
it's
course, it would
like
be an
single-player Pokemon, except you're on the internet.
And what's coming? And like I said, it's not turn-based battle. It's turn-based battle, but it's not random battles. It's all the monsters are all available.
So it's like that new Pokemon DS game.
But I don't know. I don't have a DS. I don't have first-hand experience with the newer editions like the Diamond and Pearl and the Black and White series. But even though they have 3D, they're more moving to the 3D graphics. They're still 2D games at heart. Oh, sorry. They're still 2D games at heart. I want a full 3D open world game. That's what I want.
It still looks like
I know.
it still looks a bit like a giant thing.
Symbol.
Here, I'm
Okay.
gonna put some white stuff in it.
000 asks, which game do you think you've spent the longest playing?
Oh dear. The longest playing. That is going to have to be... What game was that game? Team Fortress 2.
Team Fortress 2?
Yeah.
Okay. My Steam library would say Team Fortress 2.
Does Team Fortress 1 count?
Yeah. Do you play Team Fortress back in the Quake days?
Not a lot.
Oh, okay.
I had the pack. Like I had the whole pack with Half-Life 1, Team Fortress.
Yeah, I didn't have internet back then.
My internet sucked, so that's why I didn't play.
Well, I didn't even have internet, so you got one up on me.
That's just why you don't live in San Francisco.
What game? Well, of course my Steam thing would say Team Fortress 2. I got like 500 hours on that, even though probably at least 24 to 48 hours of that is probably just idling. But before I had the internet and before we had the magic of game tracking software, a game that I just played for such a long period of time.
A long period of time.
A long period of time. Was Harvest Moon Friends of Mineral Town for the Game Boy Advance, and I played it on an emulator. I didn't play it on a Game Boy Advance, even though I do have a Game Boy Advance. Harvest Moon is, oh my god, especially Friends of Mineral Town. I'm pretty sure it's arguably one of the best of the series. Harvest Moon is just such a fun game. What do you know? No, stop it. Stop it.
Okay, next question.
Oh, Harvest Moon is just so much fun. If you guys haven't played a Harvest Moon game...
Have you ever been to Canada?
Canada. Have you ever been to Canada?
Yes, I could get a passport there. I should. actually.
You can get a passport there?
Shh.
You're a Canadian citizen?
I should get a
Is that
passport
where you get your magical pancakes?
and get my magical pancakes. You see, Canada has the French Canadians, and then there are the Chinese Canadians.
They're Chinese Canadians? How does that work?
There are probably more Chinese Canadians than there are French Canadians or American Canadians.
I used to back when I played on that Minecraft when I played classic Minecraft. A lot of the people on the server that I played on were Canadians, and I used to talk to them a while and just ask. We used to have fights between Canada and America, and he was talking about French Canadians. He's basically in Canada there are the French Canadians and there's everyone else, and everybody hates the French Canadians and the French Canadians hate everybody else. He said that's generally how it works.
That's just like Europe. Except instead of the French, it's Italy. Or something like that.
And I don't think I've ever been to Canada. The closest I've been to Niagara Falls, and there's that borderline where you can actually cross to Canada directly from there, from the towns like outlying Buffalo. But you can cross directly there to Canada, but we can't do that because my mother, she's not a U.S. citizen. She's actually a resident alien here, and she's a citizen in Thailand. And since we did not have passports, if we were to leave to Canada, that'd be all fine and dandy because Canada's all cool with that. But we'd have serious problems getting her back into the U.S. without a passport. So we did not go over the border.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, the places I've been to in Canada were, it was strangely, it didn't feel like Canada. It felt almost Asian.
And it's what it feel like. Well, if you visited in a Chinatown in Canada, I assure you it'll feel Asian.
No, not the Chinatowns. The Chinatowns don't feel Chinese. They're touristy. I mean, if you go to the regular Chinese part, like Vancouver, or that Chinese part of Ontario, it's quite amazing. It's all Chinese. Like, it's more Chinese than San Francisco.
Oh, that's interesting.
It's scary. It scares me that there are so many
Chinese people living in Canada?
Yeah, I mean, all because of the communists. Communisms. All because of the communisms. They had to flee to socialist Canada.
Okay, so the next question. What kind of shampoo do you use? By BGK4444.
I don't even remember. I just put that.
I thought you were gonna say I don't even use shampoo.
Yeah. Oh no, I just put the white goopy stuff on my head and say that's.
It's like you put the white goopy stuff on this guy's head.
Oh no, it's more even. I kind of lather it up, Put it on my hand.
In fact, it looked kind of stringy and pointed up.
Well, that's different. It's different in consistency. It's more gooey.
The shampoo or the thing on his head?
Well, obviously the thing on his head is made of solid iron blocks, so that wouldn't be quite the thing I was describing.
Yeah, I guess so.
You didn't happen to step on the pressure plate, did you?
No, I just lit a torch. I like how the top is the only thing remaining.
And the white stuff is still inside.
All that creamy goodness.
Okay, would you...
Oh, I have a large family, and so basically I just use whatever shampoo's there. So that's basically...
Okay, next question.
Would you rather know everything or have infinite money?
Does know everything count as infinite money?
Knowledge is money?
Yes. I mean, that's what you're paying for in college, aren't you?
You're paying more for connections and skills in college than knowledge.
Isn't that knowledge?
Skill?
Yes.
I can know how to play basketball, but does that necessarily mean I'm good at playing basketball?
You can know how to be good at basketball.
But I don't know how well that translates over to physical skill.
But you know how to be good.
Well, yeah, I know how to be good. If you practice playing basketball for a lot, then you'll probably get good. Become good. I know that already.
Then you'll become good. You know how to do that, and then you'll become good.
That sounds like it would take a lot of time.
It
And
would, but
money,
you know how to do it. What about money then?
besides the whole, you can't just create matter out of anything. And what's coming in? You'd have to keep the money a secret, otherwise you'd destroy the world's economy, and the money would be worthless, and you'd probably throw the world into like some sort of terror.
Yeah, you actually, if you spend that infinite money, you'll probably fix the U.S. debt.
But there's like a certain threshold. You can't just keep going.
Yes, you can.
No, you can't.
Yes, you can.
There's a point where if you spend, and you're gonna have to pay a lot in taxes, they're gonna get suspicious. They're gonna be wondering where you're getting this money from.
Well, they're not going to be suspicious if you hide it in a bank somewhere in offshore, in the offshore Caribbean.
So they're not gonna be suspicious when this average Joe suddenly has to pay several $100,000 in taxes because he just bought like 3 houses this year.
No, that's still tax.
Hmm?
I mean, it's foreign income. It's investment income. You can...
So maybe if you get out of the U.S., you'll have better luck in other countries, or they won't really
Yes,
care.
it's called Singapore and Hong Kong.
Okay. As long as there's money, and like I said, you got to be able to hide it well, otherwise you can screw up a lot of systems.
Yeah. You know the Facebook co-founder? He did the Singapore.
Huh, that's interesting. Which co-founder? The guy that's not Zuckerberg?
The guy that's not Zuckerberg.
Oh, okay. So Steve was.
Or as people call him, Zuckerberg.
I didn't know people called him that.
Those Facebook stocks, huh?
Okay. So next question.